Hey, 4th and 5th graders, I am out today and Miss Morley is in, and you're gonna be working with her on making some portfolios out of paper bags. When you were in kindergarten through 3rd grade, you were given an art portfolio, but you might not have known that the 4th and 5th graders are responsible for making those portfolios each year. So each 4th and 5th grade class is gonna be taking a day to make portfolios, and today is your day. That means that you are going to follow the directions in this video to make as many portfolios as possible. We want to try and get through as many as we can so that we have enough portfolios for everybody else. So here's your chance to pay it forward as a thank you for all of the years that you got a portfolio. Now we'll pay it forward, make them for our younger friends, and be all set to go for the school year. The first step of this project is going to be getting a paper bag that looks like this. They're even better if they have the handles, but don't worry about it if they don't. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to open up the bag. To do this, we're going to put our hand in and flatten out the bottom. Now that my bag is completely empty, now that my bag is completely open, I am going to do a small rip in the bottom here, and that way we will be able to put our scissors in to do the next step. I'm going to carefully find the seam and give it a little rip. Next, we're going to cut off this rectangle that is at the very bottom of our bag. This is why it's extra important that your bag is open, because if your bag is closed, you will not cut off just that rectangle. You'll actually cut off a whole bunch of the side of the bag too. So make sure that it's open all the way. Then you're going to take your scissors and you are going to cut off that rectangle. It's important that you cut as close to the edges as you can when you are doing this step. This little rectangle can go in the recycling bin because we are only going to need to use this part of the bag. Now, the next step of this project is going to be flipping the fold. Flip the fold. So as of right now, you can see that on the end of this bag, the two edges are folded on the inside. That's what makes these able to be stacked flat. But what we are going to do is we're actually going to take that and we are going to flip that fold the other way. Now I'm going to show you my favorite way of doing this, but I'll also show you a student favorite way of doing this, okay? So my favorite way is to take both ends of it, pull really tightly right on that seam, and you'll see it kind of starts to flip on its own. Then I just need to crease it right where that original fold was, and my fold is flipped. Another way that students have found to do this is to put your arms inside the bag and push outward. That way you can see that it's pushing out both of them kind of at the same time, and then crease it that way as well. I will leave it up to you which way you want to do. But when you are done, you should have both of those edges flipped out like this. A good thing to check is if your bag does have handles, you want to make sure that they are still lined up in the middle. Sometimes they accidentally will go like this, so just make sure those are lined up. And then we are going to stack these flat. When you are done making your portfolios, please stack them in a nice and neat pile and put them up on the green carpet. I can't wait to see how many you make when I get back.